The positive side of parachuting is obvious to most people. The thrill of jumping out of an aircraft in flight and falling free, combined with the silent beauty of floating through the sky under an open parachute, is hard to beat. And now, thanks to the advent of tandem jumping, this experience can be had more easily than ever before. However, although skydiving can be a lot of fun, it is very important that you recognize and accept that there are also significant risks involved in making a parachute jump. My name is Bill Booth. I developed tandem jumping in the early 1980s and own Uninsured United Parachute Technologies, a distributor of tandem parachute equipment. I remember my first jump, so I know you're excited and want to jump right away. But first, I have to help you understand the nature and extent of the risks you will be taking by making a tandem parachute jump. There is not now, nor will there ever be, a perfect parachute system or packer, a perfect airplane or pilot, a perfect parachute center or instructor, or for that matter, a perfect student. Each of these devices, people, and corporations, all necessary for you to make a tandem parachute jump, are subject to malfunction, failure to perform as expected or required, or to human error. Unexpected weather conditions may also arise. It is important that you understand that if you choose to make a parachute jump, any such malfunction, failure to perform, or change in weather conditions may cause or contribute to your injury or death. It is because of this significant inherent risk that you will be asked to sign a tandem jumper assumption of risk agreement. This agreement is an important legal document. It is a contract between you and all of the people and corporations that will assist you in making your tandem parachute jump. By signing this document, you expressly state that you understand that by making a tandem parachute jump, you risk serious injury or even death caused by any reason, including design or manufacturing defects, malfunction of the parachute system, or improper, careless, negligent, or even grossly negligent use of that system by the parties involved. Simply put, signing this waiver demonstrates your willingness to accept the risk of serious injury or death in exchange for the thrill of making a tandem parachute jump. By signing this document, you also state that if you are injured or killed, neither you nor your heirs will ever sue any of the involved parties for any reason whatsoever, and that if you do sue, you promise to pay all legal expenses of or judgments against any of the sued parties. Because this document will drastically affect your legal rights, you must read it carefully and fully understand it before signing. If you do not understand its implications, you should only ask an attorney who is licensed to practice law in the state where you are jumping to explain or interpret it for you. The people assisting you with your tandem jump are not attorneys, and you may not rely on any interpretation you receive from them. If you have any questions about the specific risks involved in parachuting, I urge you to ask the Parachute Center or read the incident reports contained in Parachutist magazine, which they will provide if you ask. Tandem is not the only way you can make a parachute jump. There are other methods of instruction available to you. This is not the only place where you may make a tandem parachute jump. The Parachute Center will supply you with a list of other methods or centers if you wish. If you have any medical problem that you think might affect your ability to make this jump, please ask your doctor about the advisability of your jumping and inform the Parachute Center before signing up for your jump. If for any reason you decide not to jump, you can get a full refund at any time before you suit up. It is important that you understand that because it is critical to your safety that your harness be properly adjusted to your body, your instructor, and possibly others involved in helping you make your jump may need to touch areas of your body in ways that might otherwise seem inappropriate. A tandem jump is not a carnival ride. Because your performance can affect the outcome of the jump, you are a student, not just a passenger. Your responsibilities are simple, but very important, so listen carefully to your instructor's briefing. While you may choose not to jump at any time during the flight up, for your own safety, you should clearly communicate this decision to your tandem instructor prior to approaching the aircraft door for exit. Now, with these important considerations disclosed to you, let me formally welcome you to the world of sport parachuting with a sincere wish that your first parachute jump be as exciting and rewarding as was mine.
Hello, my name is Angel Mazzola, and I am an attorney licensed to practice in Pennsylvania. Today it's important that you listen and watch this video prior to taking part in the activities you're here to participate in. First, on the registration form, you will fill in background information. It's very important that you are honest and truthful when you facilitate these answers. The next part is also very important, your statement of medical fitness. When you're participating in such an activity as parachuting, your medical fitness is extremely important for the staff to know about prior to taking part in it. You must read carefully this last block. I will also read it to you as well. You will represent and warrant that you have no known physical or mental infirmities that would impair your ability to participate in skydiving, or if you do have such infirmities, that you have been or are being successfully treated so they do not represent any foreseeable risk while you are skydiving. You will have to initial that box. You will also certify that you're not taking any type of medication or substances, prescription or otherwise, that would impair your ability to participate in skydiving. You will also recognize that it is against federal, state, Skydiving Center, and U.S. Parachute Association rules and regulations to take either alcohol or drugs, any substance that impairs your ability to safely partake in skydiving while engaging in parachuting activities. You will also agree to refrain from doing so. You will also certify that you will allow sufficient time for any effects of alcohol and drugs or medication to be fully eliminated from your body prior to skydiving. Again, it is extremely important that you understand that block and you knowingly and voluntarily initial your initials and sign where indicated. The next document that we will be reviewing is the agreement and release of liability, which again is very important for you to understand completely before you sign, initial, and take part in these activities. In consideration for being permitted to utilize these facilities and the equipment of Northeast Pennsylvania Ripcords, Inc., doing business as Above the Pocono Skydivers, and to engage in parachute jumping, ground instruction, flying, and related activities, hereinafter collectively referred to as parachuting activities. You are certifying that not only are you 18 years of age, but you are agreeing to the following. I'm going to go over 6 paragraphs that are very important that you understand before signing and initialing. Number 1, you understand that parachuting activities involve danger and can cause serious and fatal injuries. You must sign after that paragraph. Number 2, we will also be requiring you to release and discharge the Northeast Pennsylvania Ripcords, Inc., doing business as Above the Pocono Skydivers, equipment manufacturers, pilots, instructors, jump masters, helpers, owners of the aircraft, and land utilized for parachuting activities, and the U.S. Parachute Association, hereinafter collectively referred to as the released parties, from any and all liability, claims, demands, or causes of actions that you may hereafter have for injuries and damages arising from your participation in parachuting activities. This includes, but is not limited to, losses caused by the negligence of the released parties. Again, you must understand that paragraph before initialing. Basically, you are releasing anyone involved with the activities you will be participating in today, and that you understand that the activity that you are participating in has serious risks. Number 3, you further agree that you will not sue and you will not make a claim against these released parties that we addressed in paragraph 2 for any damages or losses you sustain as a result of your participation in these parachuting activities. You're also agreeing to indemnify and hold the released parties harmless for any claims, judgments, and costs, which include attorney's fees, incurred in connection with any action brought as a result of your participation in parachuting activities brought by you or anyone such as your heirs or administrators. You again will have to initial after that paragraph. Number 4, you have to understand and acknowledge that parachuting activities have inherent danger, that at no amount of care, caution, instruction, or expertise can eliminate these dangers, and you're expressly and voluntarily assuming all risk of death or personal injury sustained while participating in parachuting activities, whether or not they are caused by the negligence of these release parties. Again, you will have to initial after paragraph 4. Number 5, I have been advised and recognized that parachuting activities are not covered by any type of personal accident or general liability insurance policy issued to the release parties that were discussed in paragraph 2. You will have to initial after paragraph 5. Paragraph 6, continuation of obligations. You are agreeing and you acknowledge that the terms and conditions of the foregoing agreement shall continue in force and effect, now and in the future, and at all times during which you participate, either directly or indirectly, in parachuting activities, and they shall be binding upon your heirs, your executors, your administrators, your personal representatives, and or anyone else claiming on your behalf against the claimed release parties. You will have to initial after paragraph 6. In addition to reviewing this video that I went over each and every paragraph with you, you are also going to be instructed to read this document over carefully, and that you are signing it knowingly and voluntarily. If you should have any questions, please ask one of the staff. If it is a legal question, they are not attorneys and they are not permitted to give you any type of legal advice. We would advise you to seek your own legal counsel prior to signing and prior to participating in the parachuting activities. This document, once it is signed by you, can be used against you in a court of law if you, your heirs, your executors, or anybody on your behalf should make any type of claim against the release parties in contradiction to the document you are signing, voluntarily, knowingly, and of your free will. Thank you.